Hello my friends, it's Ranger Russ from the Meigs Nature Center, and today I'm going to be picking up some trash on the side of the road in my neighborhood. There are a few things that you need to know before you start picking up trash, and safety is always first. So I have this vest so that vehicles can see me. We really want to be careful. We are picking up the trash. We're trying to protect and preserve our environment, but then we don't want to get hit by a car in the process. Now, you can use grabbers. I brought gloves today. You want to be really careful about the things you're picking up. So you always want to have gloves or grabbers that can extend your reach. That way you don't have to bend down also. So let's get these on. Again, this is part of our safety gear when we are picking up trash. Gloves and a vest. And then I've got my trash bag. You can bring a bucket. I really like carrying a 5-gallon pail. Today I'm just going to be using a bucket. A bag. Either way works. So what we're going to do is we're picking up things in this neighborhood that could eventually end up in Long Island Sound and washing up on the beach at Hammonasset. So let's walk along the road and see if we can find anything. All right, so we're walking along looking for some trash here, and we saw this plastic, so let's stop and pick this up. It doesn't necessarily have to be plastic bags that are so hazardous to wildlife. We talk about plastic bags floating in the water, and jellyfish look at it and they think it's something that's edible, like a jellyfish. But even plastic like this floating in the water, a jellyfish is, or it resembles a jellyfish, and your turtles are going to try and eat those. So that's one thing we really have to watch out for. There's another, what we have here, a cigarette butt. This is the most common trash found on beaches across the United States. And it's not by quantity, it's by weight. If you weighed all of the trash, cigarette butts are the most numerous in volume across the United States on beaches. Really terrible thing. And it takes them a long time to break down. So we'll see if we can find some other things here. We've got a granola wrapper. So having a granola bar snack is great. If you're hiking, you need some nourishment, this is a good thing to have. But it is your responsibility to keep these things contained. While you're backpacking or hiking, you need to make sure that this comes back with you. So even if you put it in and it blew out, or you put it in your car and it blew out the window, you're still responsible for that. And we've got a nip bottle. So these we find all up and down the roads all over the place, and then they end up getting down, they get into the rivers, they wash out into the rivers, end up in Long Island Sound, and then wash back up at Hammonasset. So this is another very common thing that we find at Hammonasset, and again, really harmful to the environment. Bottles turn into microplastics as they break down, so very bad. All right, so walking along the road, I've noticed a lot of trash right in this area. It kind of looks like they mowed further back, so they may have exposed this trash, but aluminum cans, another common thing that we find. This is an old film canister from 35mm film. This tells me this has been here a long time because I haven't seen these in years. And also a styrofoam cup, which I have not seen these in years. They've gotten away from these, which is a good thing. Styrofoam takes a while to break down. And just a little wrapper from something. Actually, this is a nip bottle wrapper. So, and here's another nip bottle. So, again, very common. People toss these out intentionally. I'm begging people, please do not do that. Make sure your trash is contained. So we found another little piece of trash in here. This looks like some sort of wrapper, food wrapper. All right, so If you want to get out and help the environment, you can walk along your road. Make sure you go in the right direction. You always want to be facing traffic if you're walking. If you please wear a vest, something brightly colored like this. Make sure that you're not touching the trash yourself, so either some grabbers or some gloves. Again, if you bring a bucket along, it's really handy to put the trash in, but a trash bag is just as good. So thank you for all of the help that you give the environment by picking up trash.